Hello again, my name's John. I'm a retired cook from the northeast of England in the UK, and welcome to my latest video recipe. Before I get started on today's recipe, I would like to wish each and every one of you a very happy new year for 2024. I hope the coming new year brings you all good health, peace and prosperity. Happy New Year everyone, from me and my family. Okay, on to today's recipe. And it's these amazing mini toad in the holes, or sausage filled Yorkshire puddings. These fantastic savoury Yorkshire puddings will be a great addition to your New Year's meal or table buffet, and they're very easy to make. Also, you can make these well in advance and simply heat it up in the oven when required. Plus, they freeze very well too. You can view the ingredients list and full written method for this recipe on the recipe page on the channel's website. I'll leave a link in the description under the video, or you can click on the eye icon top right of the screen to take you directly to the recipe page. I'd also like to thank my Patreon, PayPal and Super Thanks supporters for their very kind help in producing these tutorial videos. I'll be giving you all a name splash and shout out a little later in the video. Okay, let's get on with today's recipe. Before we start the recipe, preheat your oven to 190 Celsius, that's 375 Fahrenheit or gas mark 5. For this recipe you'll need a standard 12 cup muffin tray. For the sausages in this recipe I'm using 24 small chipolata sausages. I think our USA viewers will know these as breakfast sausages. If yours is a bit long, simply cut them down to 60mm or 2-inch pieces. For the fat in this recipe I'm using beef dripping, but goose or duck fat or cooking oil can be used too. Unless it's clarified, I don't recommend using butter. At this temperature, unclarified butter will spit and spatter all over the place. Okay, divide your fat into 12 equal pieces. Place 2 sausages and 1 piece of fat into each cup of your muffin tray. And once that's done, get your muffin tray into the preheated oven. And that'll take about 10 minutes to get up to temperature and partly cook the sausages. And while that's happening, we can get on making the Yorkshire pudding batter. On to making the batter. First, add 4 large eggs to a bowl plus the salt and give them a good whisk. Also, make sure your eggs are cold straight from the fridge. You can't use an electric hand mixer on slow to medium speed, but don't overmix this batter. For some unknown reason to me, you get much better results from hand whisking Yorkshire pudding mix. Time to add your flour and mix to a smooth paste. If you added all the ingredients at the same time, you'll be whisking out the lumps forever. Once your paste is relatively smooth, you can gradually add the milk and water a little at a time at first. Once you have a nice smooth paste like mine, you can add the rest of the milk and water. Now give it a final whisk for about 1 minute, only 30 seconds if you're using a machine. Okay, now pour the batter into a good pouring jug, and that's it, we're ready to go. At this point, I hope you don't mind if I give my 4 recipe books a quick shout out. The books have lots of our favourite recipes from our work kitchens in them, and also book 4 in this series is totally dedicated to bread recipes. And if you're interested, my new one-size-fits-all apron line, complete with embroidered thumbs up logo and info, is on sale in the website shop too. And for the whole of January 2024, we've reduced the price from $24.99 to $19.99, so grab a bargain now. It's just another way you can help support the channel, guys. Right, by the time you've made your batter, your sausages and fat should be up to temperature and ready to go. So get your oven glove on and carefully lift the tin out of the oven and onto the top of the cooker. If you've got a hot plate on top like mine, that's an ideal place to put it. Now grab your jug of Yorkshire pudding batter and fill each cup to just below the surface. I did get the plate hot, by the way, that's why it's still bubbling. That's exactly what you want. You can share out any that's left in the jug. Now very carefully lift the tin back into the oven. Don't forget to put your oven glove back on because it's still very hot. Once safely in, get the oven door shut and set your timer for 30 minutes. Now this time may vary between 25 and 30 minutes. It just depends on which way your oven runs. And here's a cool shot of them rising in the oven. Absolutely brilliant. Right, time's up on these amazing toad in the holes. So I'll get them out and onto a wire rack. And they're looking and smelling fantastic. Now these can be served straight from the oven, but I'm going to let them cool down for a couple of minutes, and when I come back I'll have to have a taste of one of these beauties. Right, it's been about 5 minutes and these are still quite hot, so time to have a quick taste. Now you can serve these as part of a main meal with roast beef, mashed potatoes and veg with lots of beefy gravy. Or like I said earlier, as part of a party buffet, hot or cold. But make sure you make plenty because they will go very quickly. And just as I knew they would be, they are absolutely delicious. And as you saw, very quick and easy to make. Definitely a big thumbs up for these mini toad in the holes, guys. And as promised at the beginning of the video, here is the latest list of my Patreon, PayPal and Super Thank You button supporters. And they are Stella Lang, Prem Tester, Diana, Mariana Coxanilla, I think, Blake 7, I used to love that show, Father FI or F1, Maggie Donaldson 8432, Jens K 3250, Mary Fanning 9702, Kirsty Williams 6721, and finally Of Consciousness. And there's also 2 who wish to remain anonymous. Once again, a huge Happy New Year for 2024 to you all, from me and the whole Kirkwood family. Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks very much, guys. I really do appreciate all that you do in supporting the channel. Well, thank you again for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe by hitting the circle above. If you do subscribe, activate the bell icon next to the subscribe button on my channel page. And by doing that, you'll be automatically notified every time I upload a new video. And in the meantime, here's a few of my other videos and playlists that you may want to watch. So, until the next time, be safe in your kitchen and bye for now.